Hey, hello everybody, I am Foxfire, this is the Fox Gaming Channel, and we are back with a new episode of my... I have no idea what I'm calling this right now. Welcome to my Ironman old school RuneScape account. Alrighty, so first things first, we are going to talk about some goals here that we got on this account. First, the long-term goals. So long-term goals, I do plan on having my combat skills up to a minimum of 50. Between 50 and 60. So skills such as attack, strength, defense, range, magic, those I would like to get up to at least level 50. And another long-term goal is to complete a quest called Dragon Slayer, and this is the ultimate free-to-play quest. It's what every free-to-play account aims to go for. We are going to aim for that as well. Short-term goals, though. Pretty much the goals that I want to get in this episode, if not this one, and the next one. But our short-term goals are to complete a few quests. We have Cook's Assistant and Sheep Shearer, as well as the Restless Ghost quest. We are going to be taking those on today. And I would also like to get my woodcutting skill up to like about level 27, I think is a good one. And we want that up for a shortcut method that we can get in this game. I also want to get my combat skills up to level 10 and work on a few other things on the side as we're working on that. But we'll get to that when we get to that point. But first things first, we are going to go into Lumbridge Castle and we are going to bank some items here. Now that's going to be one of the first things that we are going to do. So we will go this way to Lumbridge Castle. Go up these stairs. Go up this second flight of stairs. And then here is a bank. Alright. And we are in our bank. So I'm going to just quickly deposit everything in my inventory. And everything I'm equipped, which I don't think is anything. And what we are going to want to take is we want a pot and a bucket. Let's hit that so we still have an icon on. So we got a pot and a bucket. And I think that's all we need right now. Alright, so let's go down. Because our quest giver for Cook's Assistant is at the ground floor of the castle. And he is right here. What am I to do? What's wrong? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I'm in a terrible, terrible mess. It's the Duke's birthday today, and I should be making him a lovely birthday cake. I've forgotten to buy the ingredients. I'll never get them in the right time now. He'll sack me. What will I do? I have 4 children and a goat to look after. Would you help me, please? Alright, let's start Cook's Assistant. Yes, I will help. Okay, thank you, thank you. I need milk, an egg, and flour. I'd be very grateful if you can get them for me. So where do I find these ingredients then? I actually know where to find these already. Oop. We'll just skip all that. Alright, and Cook's Assistant is started. Alright, so we needed the pot and the empty bucket for this quest. And I'm going to zoom out the minimap if I can. There we go. That's a little more to my liking, actually. So let's go and find some flour, some milk, and an egg. And we're also going to start another quest. You see a bunch of other players attacking these poor defenseless cows. Alright, so we got egg right here. Let's get this egg. We want the egg. And then let's talk to Farmer Fred. What are you doing on my land? You're not the one who keeps leaving all my gates open and laying out the sheep, are you? I am looking for a quest. You're after a quest, you say? Actually, I could do with a bit of help. My sheep are getting mighty woolly. I'd be much obliged if you could shear them. And while you're at it, spin the wool for me too. Yes, that's it. Bring me 20 balls of wool, and I'm sure I can sort out some sort of payment. Of course, there's the small matter of the thing. What do you mean, the thing? Well, now, no one has ever seen the thing. That's why we call it the thing, because we don't know what it is. Some say it's a black-hearted shapeshifter, hungering for the souls of hard-working, decent folk like me. Others say it's just a sheep. Well, I don't have all day to stand around and gossip. Are you going to shear my sheep or what? Alright, we will shear the sheep. Good, now one more thing. Do you actually know how to shear a sheep? No, I don't actually. Well, first things first, you need a pair of shears. I've got some here you can use. Alright, so we get the shears for him for free. You just need to go and use them on the sheep out in my field. Sounds easy. That's what they all say. Some of the sheep don't like it too much. Persistence is the key. Once you've collected some wool, you can spin it into balls. Do you know how to spin wool? I actually do know how. I don't know why my character doesn't. Don't worry, it's quite simple. The nearest spinning wheel can be found on the first floor of Lumbridge Castle. To get the Lumbridge Castle, yeah, we already know how to get Lumbridge Castle. And that is the icon for a spinning wheel. Thank you. Alright. So, first thing still, though, we need to get some more stuff going for the cook's assistance quest. So we need to get some flour. Now, we know how we get some flour is we go and we pick wheat. And then we have to go to a windmill to grind the wheat into flour. And there is a windmill right here. And we just want to go all the way up to the top. Alright. And let's fill the hopper. And we have to pull the lever. Alright, now we can go back down. And here is the flour. Alright, so now we need to find a dairy cow. And there are cows just right here. Open up this gate. I think this is a dairy cow. Yes, this is a dairy cow. Let's milk the dairy cow. There we go. Alright, so we have the flour, milk, and egg for the cook's assistance quest. Now let's go shear some sheep. Oh, wrong way. Alright. Jump over here. Now let's zoom in. Alright. So we want to shear from sheep, not from the ram. So the rams have the horns. That is a ram. We're not going to mess with him. There's some sheep. Alright, yep. We just have to click on them to shear them. And we have to do this 20 times. So I'll be right back once I have a total of 20 wool. here is the last one. I ended up just getting 24, filling up the rest of our inventory. So now we have our wool. We'll make our way back to Lumbridge Castle. And we are going to turn in the cook's assistant quest. And then we are going to spin this wool. So I'll be right back once we get to the cook. Alright, we are back with the cook now. Here is the bucket of milk, the pot of flour, and your fresh egg. You've brought me everything I need. I'm saved. Thank you. So do I get to go to the Duke's party? I'm afraid not. Only the big cheese gets to dine with the Duke. Well, maybe one day I'll be important enough to sit on the Duke's table. Maybe, but I won't be holding my breath. Alright, and we have completed our first quest, Cook's Assistant. We are rewarded with 1 quest point, 300 cooking experience, as well as we have the use, what does he call it? The Cook-O-Matic 100, which reduces the chances of us burning our foods. Well, burning some foods, what Wiki says. But that brought us all the way up to cooking level 4. And the Cook-O-Matic 100 is his range right here. His cooking range. So as long as we cook here, we'll have a decreased chance of burning our food. And we are going to be using this range for a bit, especially while we're still free to play. Now, we just have to go and find that spinning wool. Or the spinning wool. Spinning wheel. And that is going to be right up here on the first floor. And right there. So let's spin this wool into balls of wool. And we'll get a little bit of crafting experience points too. Not very much. Not very much at all. Like 2.5 experience per ball. Alright, and that is the last ball of wool made. So now let us go back to Farmer Fred. Alright, Farmer Fred, I got something for you. What are you doing on my land? I need to talk to you about shearing these sheep. Oh, how are you doing in getting those balls of wool? I have some. Give them here then. That's the last of them. I guess I better pay you then. Alright, and then that's another quest completed. We get 1 quest point, 150 crafting experience points, and 60 coins. And our crafting level is now level 3. And members can now craft cups and polish buttons. We are currently free to play, so that does nothing for us, sadly. Alright, so next thing that I want to work on is another quest. And we are going to be doing the Restless Ghost quest. And I'm going to be doing this for one reason and one reason only. Because it will get our prayer level up from 1 to 10. And having prayer up to level 10 right now is a pretty good thing for the account. You know, there's one thing I forgot to do. Let's talk to the Ironman tutor and get our armor. There we go. Now we got our armor. Now everybody will know we are an Iron Man. Let's look at that. And there we go. That, I like the hardcore Iron Man armor a heck of a lot more than that. Alright, so we need to go to this chapel to start the quest. Trying to run back on too. So we want to talk to Father Eric or Arik. Bring him to the Church of Holy Saradomin. I'm looking for a quest. That's lucky. I need someone to do a quest for me. Alright, before starting this quest, be aware that your combat level is lower than the recommended level of 10. We will be fine. We will be fine. Thank you. The problem is there is a ghost in the church graveyard. I would like you to get rid of it. If you need any help, my friend, Father Urini is an expert on ghosts. Butchered that name. I know I did. I believe he is currently living as a hermit in Lumbridge Swamp. He has a little shack in the far west of the swamps. Exit the graveyard through the south gate to reach the swamp. I'm sure if you told him that I sent you, he'd be willing to help. My name is Father Eric. I'm just going to call him Father Eric. Pleased to meet you. Likewise. Take care traveling through the swamps. I've heard they can be quite dangerous. I will, thanks. You know what? In retrospect, I think we might want a little bit of food for this quest. So I'm actually going to run to the bank, empty my inventory, and I'm going to pick up a fishing net real quick. I'm going to go and catch some shrimp. So I will cut to right when we are fishing. Alright, we are here. I'm going to do a little bit of fishing. Now I'm not going to do too much fishing here. I just want to get some shrimp. Alright, I think that should be enough fish. Well, enough shrimp. I don't believe we need to use any right now. So I'm not going to worry about going back and cooking it. Oh no! No, them rats are aggressive towards me. At least that one was. What level are they? 3. Okay. Ooh, you know what? Since we're here, let's use this fire and cook us some shrimp. And look at that, our cooking just grew to level 5. Now we can cook herrings. Burn some shrimp in that. Alright, now we have to go find this this other monk, who should be all the way over there. Oh, free-to-play run energy. Oh, man. Definitely going to miss members. Oh, look at that. We got some leather gloves. Let's pick this up. We need that. Yes, we got a little bit of extra protection now. Let's look at our stats. Alright, so our defensive stats aren't bad. Oh, who am I kidding? They're terrible. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Go away, I'm meditating. Father Eric sent me to talk to you. I suppose I'd better talk to you then. What problems has he got himself into this time? He's got a ghost haunting his graveyard. Oh, the silly fool. I leave town for just 5 months, and already he can't manage. Ah. Well, I can't go back and exercise it. I vowed not to leave this place until I had done full 2 years of prayer and meditation. Tell you what I can do, though. Take this amulet. And then the father hands us an amulet. It is an amulet of ghost speak, and this is a very important item. It is a very important quest item. It comes into play with a few quests later on that we will eventually get to. Because when you wear it, you can speak to ghosts. A lot of ghosts are doomed to be ghosts because they have left some important task uncompleted. Maybe if you know what the task is, you can get rid of the ghost. I'm not making any guarantees, mind you, but it's the best I can do right now. Alright, I'll give it a try. Thanks. Alright, so now we have to go back to Lumbridge. And right now the best way we can do that is we're going to go to our little magic spell book, which I'm going to turn the filters on for. I only want it to be magic that we can do. Alright, there we go. Let's use our home teleport. And you can use your home teleport every 30 minutes. There should actually be a little counter on here once we use it and get back to Lumbridge. Alright, and then you see that little counter right there. It says 29 minutes. So yeah, it's 30 minutes until we can use it again. Alright, let's go to this graveyard so we can find this ghost. Oh, and put on our amulet, of course, too. Alright, he's going to be in this building. No! It's a ghost! Hello, ghost. How are you? Not very good, actually. What's the problem, then? Did you just understand what I had said? Yep. Tell me what the problem is. Wow, this is incredible. I didn't expect anyone to ever understand me again. Okay, I can understand you. But have you any idea why you're doomed to be a ghost? Well, to be honest, I'm not sure. I've been told a certain task may need to be completed so you can rest in peace. I should think it's probably because a warlock has come along and stolen my skull. If you look inside my coffin there, you'll find my corpse without a head on it. Do you know where this warlock might be now? I think it was one of them warlocks who lives in the big tower by the sea southwest from here. Okay, I will try and get the skull back for you. Then you can rest in peace. Oh, thank you. That would be such a great relief. It's so dull being a ghost. Alright, so now we have to go to the wizard's tower. And that's going to be a little bit of a walk for us. So I'm actually going to cut to when we get over there. Alright, we are coming up on the wizard's tower now. We just got to go over this bridge. And one thing I do want to mention, I'm not going to show like me grinding on this game. I'll be doing that off screen, don't worry about that. But I'll show if like I get to a certain like level milestone, or if I get to a level goal that I'm aiming for. But we need to get inside this tower and find this guy's skull. Thankfully, I remember where to go here. Alright, so we want to go down. Okay. So his skull should be, yes, in that room right there on that altar. Let's make sure I don't accidentally click on these wizards, because they will mess me up. Alright, now we can do this without getting into a fight. Well, I mean, this is going to trigger a fight. We can do this without actually fighting it. So we want to come up here, search the altar. We got the skull. Now we want to run away. Run away from the skeleton. Run! Run! Alright, and now we have his head back. So now all we have to do is go back to Lumbridge in the graveyard and give the ghost his head. And I kind of wish I still had my home teleport so we can make this quick. But I do not. So I will cut when we make it all the way back to the ghost. Alright, we are back at the graveyard. Let's go open up this coffin. And we are going to want to use the skull on the coffin. Release! Thank you, stranger! And away we go! Into the river. Alright, and then that is another quest completed. We are rewarded with 1 quest point, 1,125 prayer experience points, and the Ghost Speak Amulet. And, oh, I thought I got up to prayer level 10, not 9. That's fine, that's fine. Still, that's good. And we can now use the prayer Mystic Will. And our combat level has increased to level 4. Alright, let's check this out. So, our prayers are, we have Iron Skin, increases our defense by 5%. Burst of Strength increases our strength by 5%. Clarity of Thought increases your attack by 5%. Sharp Eye increases my ranging by 5%. And then Mystic Will, which increases your magical attack and defense by 5%. Pretty standard, pretty standard. Alright. So now, what I'm going to be doing on here... So now what I think we're going to be doing is we are going to work on cutting down some trees just so I can get a shortcut unlocked. So what I want to do is show you guys how I'm going to do this part, and then I'll probably actually end the episode there once I get this going. Was hoping to start doing some work on our combat level, because I was going to train on some cows, and that was going to be a multitasking purpose, training on cows. But I believe I will save that for the next episode. But I at least want to get our axe. And you know what else too? Get our tinderbox. That way we can work on not just wood cutting, but also our fire making. So now all you have to do is find a good spot that we are going to hang out at for a little while. And typically I actually go back here, but I think somebody else is back there, so I don't know. We could check it out. Or I could even world hop to a quieter location, which I might just do. But I just want to show you guys real quick how I'm going to do this. So I'm just going to come over here, chop down a tree. Alright, we got a tree cut down, and then I am going to light log on fire. Alright, and I'm going to do this until I get to wood cutting of, what was it, 27 I believe I needed. And then also once we get up to, was it level 10 in wood cutting, I believe? Let's check that out. Oh, level 15. Once I get to level 15, I'm going to switch from these normal trees over to these oak trees, which is going to give us a bit more woodcutting experience as well as fire making experience. But alright, so I'm going to do that off screen, and then in the next episode I will show you guys the rewards of cutting down these trees. So until then guys, bye.